И, ребят, всем привет, с вами я, Алекс, и сегодня будем проходить Science Row Гад из ада в формате стрим. Ну что, начнем. Устраивайтесь поудобнее. Игра очень интересная, но правда старая, 15-го года. Выбираем компанию, новая игра. Так, новая игра. Что за бред? Продолжить. Поиграем мы как средние новички. Смотрим заставочку.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a man so exceptional that the divine hosts of heaven and hell were forced to take note. A man dangerous enough to bring Satan to his knees, but selfless enough to make God himself raise an eyebrow. How did this come to pass? Well, it all began at a very special birthday party for a very special young lady.
Surprise!
What is all this?
It's your birthday, Kinsey.
So?
You've never been to a birthday party?
No.
Oh, like not even growing up?
I went to the School of the Americas since kindergarten. We didn't really do birthday parties.
But you celebrated Christmas?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, Kinsey, this is going to be so much fun. Zinjai made a cake, Jane Austen is here, we'll play some games.
What sort of games? So you celebrate birthdays by trafficking with spirits?
It's spooky and fun.
It's a bunch of letters.
It's tradition. Every slumber party has to involve a spirit board.
Slumber party?
How's it work?
We ask it a question.
Просто
and the
ребята решили
spirit
заняться
board will
хуйней.
reveal the
На
answer.
корабле скучно в космосе, блядь.
Someone pushes the pointy thing to wherever they want.
Не хватало
Wait.
мистики,
Can we go
блядь.
back to you and your slumber parties?
No time. All right. Everyone put their hands on the cursor.
Cursor. I feel the magic already.
All right. Will the president/god emperor for life ever choose a partner to reign alongside them?
No.
Ooh, someone's getting married.
Shut up, Matt.
Who will tame the president's wild heart?
What are you guys trying to spell?
I'm not moving it.
That's the spirit, Kinsey.
I'm serious.
I'm not moving it either.
Neither am I.
Jezebel? Who the fuck is...
Is
Нихуя
that not
хуйня.
normal?
Where'd you get the board?
I was going through Zinyak's artifact collection and found it there.
Who did it belong to?
Alistair Crowley?
Christ. Guys? I think it's laughing at us.
Fuck this. I think you're a smart enough piece of wood to see where this is going. Now, you ready to cooperate? That's more like it.
You think we can trust it?
It's not like we got a lot of options.
So what's the plan? We mount up and go in after the boss?
No, I do. No sense in what's left of humanity walking right into a death trap. Someone's gotta live to tell the story.
That's a stupid plan, Johnny.
I'm leaving you in charge.
Hell of a plan, Johnny.
То есть все, ребят, мы отправляемся
I'm
в ад.
coming too.
Are you kidding me?
How do you plan to come back?
I try not to sweat the details.
You need someone with you that does.
No.
It's my birthday.
Fine. Alright then.
И ребята смотрят.
You know where my
Еще
friend
разок
is?
привет, приятного аппетита, приятного просмотра.
True to its word, the spirit board opened up another portal and sent Johnny and Kinsey screaming into hell.
И вот, ребят, мы с вами оказываемся в аду. Какая-то Пентаграмма здесь нарисована.
Dane Vogel. Ultor's behind this, I know it.
Ultor and the Saints haven't been enemies in years. You really think he's responsible?
You don't know him like I do. The boss put him through a window
блядь.
for a reason.
The reason was the boss was kind
не
of
упал,
fucking
блядь,
crazy
лаву.
back then.
That's a fair point.
Так, способности
You know
пока
how
у
much
нас
easier
нету.
this would be if we just found a car?
You know how much easier this would be if you just gave me a second?
А я ж забыл, здесь в аду машины совсем другие.
Now how are we gonna find the Ultor building?
Biggest
Давай
building
прыгаем
down
в
here,
машину.
giant Ultor sign on it. I don't think this is a problem.
Ну,
buy
полезай в
that.
машину, сука, овца ебаная, тупорылая, блядь. Так, карта Алтор. Все, поехали.
Keep talking, bitch.
О, ты сука. А.
Look at us. Kinsey Kensington and Johnny Gat driving together on a birthday adventure.
Are you always this excited?
Generally, I'm a misanthrope.
I get it.
На. Куда ты, сука? Ебанутая. Блядь, надо съебываться отсюда. Желательно побыстрее, блядь. Так, что-то я неудачно заехал. Так, в принципе, здесь есть вот такой дрын. Мы сядем на него. Ну, садись, ёбаный в рот. Как хочешь. Ой, это как-то, блядь, далеко прыгаешь. Так, ну, отсюда надо как-то выехать. А как, я не знаю. А вон там дорога есть. Блядь, такие звуки издают, пиздец, страшные, блядь.
So what's the plan?
Да сука!
I'm gonna shoot
Пидор,
him
вот
in the
тебе, блядь,
face
прям
unless he gives
стоило,
us the
блядь,
boss back.
What if Dane doesn't have the boss?
повернуть
I'll
в
probably
этом
still
месте,
shoot him in
блядь.
the face.
Ну, блядь, машинка есть понтовая, сейчас мы ее возьмем.
I think we may have got the attention of the demons.
Все,
How do we wanna handle
поехали,
this?
прыгай
We
в
handle
тачку.
it by killing demons.
Нахуй, стой там, блядь, тогда я ебал, блядь. Ждать тебя, блядь. Так, что мы проехали только... А, вот. Завалим боком немножко. Так, вот. Так, а где тут вход? Бля, мусора тут. Бля, прикиньте, колеса, короче, проебал. Это, бля, жестко. Голова.
Welcome to hell.
Добро пожаловать в ад.
Shouldn't you have a receptionist?
Such is the plight of eternal damnation. I have a feeling you didn't come here to catch up. Let's talk in my office.
Хуя у него офис такой нихуевый.
Not even death could stop the enterprising Vogel, who wasted no time in setting up an Ultor branch in the bowels of hell. Dane was eager to fill Johnny in on the ever-shifting politics of land rights in the underworld. But real estate mattered little to Johnny, who only cared where his friend was.
Where'd you put the president?
I've been trying to explain that. I didn't take them.
Bullshit. You expect me to believe you just happened to be the first thing we see in hell?
Maybe it's just me, but your thank you sounds more like an accusation.
That's probably because he plans to kill you.
Okay. I get the trust issues. Can I show you something?
The pieces all came together. The president had caused more chaos and destruction than any other in human history. It was only natural that Satan would want them to marry his daughter. They needed a plan, and Johnny had one.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face. Sorry, but it's a little more complicated than that. These things are tied to the soul. You won't be able to enter without one.
So how do we get one?
You get his attention. I know some places that are of particular value to the father of the bride. You hit those, you'll get your shot.
Wait, why would Satan give out an invitation for destroying his stuff?
Oh, he won't, but it should piss him off enough to get him to attack Johnny personally. Either the devil kills Gat and Ultor gets the construction contracts to rebuild what was destroyed, or Johnny kills Satan and I'll have to pay less taxes. It's pretty win-win.
That's why you're helping us? To make more money in hell?
Hell's what you make of it, sweetie.
Works for me. What you got?
All right.
Satan had entrusted the day-to-day running of hell to 5 archdukes, and Dane knew how to find them all. But beyond that, not everyone in hell was content to go along with Satan's status quo. There were others who shared Dane's ambition for power, and the Ultor mogul knew that the key to unseating Satan lay in gaining their aid. But before Johnny set out to wage war against the Prince of Darkness, Dane had one final gift. An artifact that he had spent fortunes on. Lucifer's cracked halo. This holy relic granted Johnny the majestic wings of the Morning Star. However, he still needed help in learning how to use them.
Так, мы сейчас, дорогие друзья, будем учиться летать. Как я понял, раз он нам дал силу.
All right, you got me on this,
он нам
Dix.
дал
Now,
ее.
Would it kill you to show a little excitement? You're about to experience angelic flight, for Christ's sake.
Dane.
Someone needs a nap. Great. Now you should have...
Супер спринт вкачиваем. Быстро бегать и полет. В дальнейшем по прохождению игры будем улучшаться.
All right. Let's start slow. Try to jump over to that next
Так,
island.
скрыли.
Also, the longer you charge your wings before
Вот
jumping, the
это бег.
further you'll go.
Вот смысл. Вот скажите мне, как
Hey, you didn't fuck it
потом
up.
опять сюда
Good
залезать.
job. Now get up that cliff. Don't worry. Now it's time to fly. You heard of crawling
Так,
before
нам надо
walking?
дойти до следующего
Well, in
острова.
this case, you need to jump before you can fly.
мы
Launch yourself in
постараемся.
the air with a jump, and then hold your wings out to glide to that next island. I put out some orbs to show you the path.
Так, вот таким макаром.
You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry, the rest of your body will follow. I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you. Collect the orb, and your wings will flap to gain speed.
Ай! Немножечко горел.
Missed the orb, dude. Let's try this again. All right, now try flapping those wings on your own. Do a flap on your way to the next island.
gotta pick it up.
The exact opposite of diving is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. So the faster you're going, the higher you can fly. Now try to reach the island up there.
О, черик, все.
All right, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to drop like a rock. A stupid, stamina-less rock. Last island is right under those Let's get you back to the old tour building. I want to run through all the stuff you can do to hurt Satan.
Sure thing. See you soon.
Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath with this handy meter. Get it high enough and you'll be having drinks with Big Red in no time. I've compiled a list of shit to do, so take a look and do whatever sounds fun. Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
В принципе, ничего не меняется. Так, берем первую миссию. Прилетим. Не, прикольно на самом деле сделали. Так, вот он первый. Первая миссия.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded!
Так, нам его нас спасти будет. От этих долбоёбов маленьких.
Get these damn things off my ship!
Защищаем корабль.
Come at me, motherfucker!
Тут еще они уползают. Себе их не пускаем.
No, not another one of these.
Что? Даем уничтожить им корабль, потому что они распиливают его просто по частям. Не даем этого сделать. Уже так пилят, блядь.
Just like the old days. I got a bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
О. Вот это уже по кайфу. О.
You think I'm scared of you? Fighting little bastard. No, not another one of these.
На всякий случай.
I hope there's not something ridiculous like 100 of these to find.
Так, нехуй корабль мой пилить, блядь.
I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship.
Сейчас вот они опять поулезали. Демоны ебаные. Так, не забываем спасать нашего дядьку веселого. Черную бороду. Убираем баблишко.
Hey, it's okay to drop the pirate voice.
What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency. It created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boon resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas. Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular basis. But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
Так, все, у нас новый союзник, борода. Черная.
I grant ye the ability to summon my crew whenever they're needed.
Так, он мне дал силу призыва.
I think the time might come to play old Cupid for Dane and Kiki.
То есть проходим обучение
All right,
по поводу
matey.
призыва.
It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion, the Imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those
Правильно,
enemies?
Клью.
There you go, matey. Now take down the other demons. Those little inkle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands.
Все, он съел там. А вот еще один. Ставим прям рядом.
Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
Так, возвращаемся. Так, идем спасать Шекспира. Что это у нас здесь за миссия такая?
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 1. The Damned. Welcome to hell, O ye of questionable morality. Who you were on earth no longer matters. When you arrive here, everyone from the mightiest crime lord to the elderly gentleman who takes pens from banks begin the same way, as wretched ghouls wandering the streets. As a shadow of a man, you are stripped of your sins and condemned to a meaningless existence. Eternal playthings for a demonic host who is all too eager to fly astray.
I raided a Centerpol office. Found information on where the president is being kept. Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
Сейчас дойдем, пока есть время. Так. Ой. Прям в лаву попал. Так, где здесь вход? Я же забыл. У них обычные стоят автоматы. Купить боеприпасы. Так. Покупаем оружие какое-нибудь еще себе. Хуя 100 тысяч. Уж самое дешманское мы покупать не будем. Ну, тут все по стандарту на первое время. 20 тысяч пока не нужно тратить деньги на это. Тоже самое улучшаемся. Блавая пушка. А мы возьмем лучше. Пулемет. Так, ну вот мы с вами закупились всем самым необходимым. Идем выполнять миссию. Называется она «Помогите Шекспиру». Где он сам здесь? У нас диджей-битмейкер.
William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached, but soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition.
Сука, рогатый скотин, летающий. Так, где они здесь? Так, еще где-то.
The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed?
This battle is far from over, mortal. Arise!
And now, Act 3!
Так, видео. Что-то мне не нравится это оружие. Блять, я не попадаю по ним. Может, еще не то, что вкачано плохо.
The conflict resolved, Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's end. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
Ну вот небольшая история была здесь.
And so Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of Force Stomp.
Ты уже опять какую-то силу мне дал. Опа. Растаптывание.
Lights up.
Попробуем.
The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new force stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
No.
Your suffering will be little.
Act 1, Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps.
Ну-ка давай.
Act 3, in which our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove the Dark Inciter's shield before the day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
Все. Вот и все обучение.
Of them.
Ну. Так, ребят, продолжаем. Только надо сохраниться. Так. Выходим отсюда. И у нас надо помочь Владу. Кадони. Нихуя себе. Что ты, блядь, выебываешься нахуй? Слушай, блядь, тоже на меня. Сейчас мы помучаем твою душу. Давить-то. Так, а здесь у нас то ли церковь, то ли чё. Ну, попробуем пройти.
Maybe I can crush this thing.
Ага. Мы сделали что-то в виде призыва.
Whenever you find the right power to activate one of these things, and let's be honest, you have 4 to choose from, it's not rocket science, you'll be imbued with a new arcane element for that power. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it kinda is. Once you steal the power from the altar, a bunch of guardians will appear and try to kill you.
Сейчас будем уничтожать и забирать ихние души. Ну что?
In which our heroes are didactically
переживать волну.
Informed that the vacuum stomp draws enemies towards you in a frightful and deadly collision.
Don't you guys take that hit?
Подпускать, блядь. Так, ты уже третьего он найдет. От себя надо подальше держать. И воспользуемся дробовичком. И все. Возвращаемся к алтарю. Включаем небольшой бонус к силе. Так, собираем наши бабки. О, блядь. Так, продолжаем свое движение. Бля, игра, конечно, маленькая, но она интересная. Если играть со всеми дополнительными миссиями.
One more for the collection.
Ну, конечно, чем-то похоже на GTA. Все то же самое, тоже открытый мир. Гоняешь, угораешь, убиваешь. По сути, надо. Ух ты. Ух ты. Как-то нам добраться. О, как. Так, это что у нас такое?
I don't want to know what they do to the people locked up in there.
Так, найдите комментарий, говорит. Так, дальше что? Помогите Владу. Так, а что, их убивать надо или что? Мне просто интересно. Идем в тюрьму. Осматриваемся. Ничего такого здесь топового нету. Как настоящий герой с пистолетом. Что за хуйня? Ебать, в аду просто рай, блядь, походу. Ребята, если вы действительно смотрите, вам нравится, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Ребят, воскрешать можете не торопиться. Может, пока всех виделись. Где он там, блядь? Бип-бип-бип. Купите охрану. Сейчас мы мочканем, блядь. Будем делать бип-бип.
The short version of the song.
This is the short version?
Oh yeah. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. The hobo on the bus goes heh heh heh. My mom had like 80 of them.
Слушай, есть одни пидоры, они умеют, сука, телепортироваться, блядь. Блять, вы меня, по-моему, заебали. Вот он. Ой. Тебе, сука, вот это надо, блять, меня стрелять, блять, ёбаный. Снайперскую винтовку, блядь. Так, все, всех убили. Выключаем музыку.
Come, let us return to my castle, so we may plot our next steps in proper surrounds.
Так, возвращаемся в замок.
Johnny led Vlad back to his castle, which since his incarceration became a haven for frat parties and squatters. But the systematic impaling of trespassers would have to wait. Vlad was a man of his word, and was eager to provide intel that could aid in hobbling Satan's armies.
I bestow upon you the Stygian cold fire.
Ну, скорее всего, не холодное пламя, а замораживающая какая-то штука. Аура. Холодное пламя. Ну, давайте опробуем.
I brought you to this inferno to teach you about the power I have granted you. Cold fire is an aura, which means you must activate the power and get close to an enemy before they will feel the cold embrace of the Stygian flames. Try it against these demons. While I understand your enthusiasm, you must use cold fire to defeat the enemies, not your weapons.
Let's play.
While I understand your enthusiasm, you must use cold fire to defeat the enemies, not your weapons. Well done, my friend. Now here comes a dark inciter. Use your aura, then get close to him to take down his shields. From there you can finish. You've done it. Doesn't it feel good to watch an enemy burn?
Вот все, обучение пройдено. Так, опять мы в Алторе. Так, уходим отсюда. Так, следующий у нас... Ух, ебать, нихуя себе. Он меня подсбил, блядь, так.
Thanks.
Хуёво. Не вой, сука. Хуя молнию уебало, блядь. Хуя там что-то горит, блядь. Бам. Так, кого-то из плена надо спасти опять. Постараемся. Так, находятся они внутри. Вот они две. Барышни.
We're standing in a parking garage. I don't like it either, but Centerpool isn't giving us many options. I can't believe they tried to force us out. I can't believe you forgot the mimosas. I think we have bigger problems. I don't think you realize how much I love mimosas.
I can't help but notice that people are trying to kill you.
Yeah, they're really big on that here.
What did you do?
Is now really a good time? We can wait until we're done shooting people.
Well, I'm great at multitasking.
Remember when we offered you a deal on that airplane and you responded by killing everyone?
Yeah.
It's like that, but worse.
Сука. На, блядь.
Good at this.
Умри. Кто там все шмаляет, блядь? Так, а нам, походу, надо... Ух, нихуя там народ-то, блядь. Военная техника. Народ вот. Сука, блядь, задумался на. Управление еще непривычной способности тоже.
Thought you should know that Kinsey misses you.
Really? That's so sweet. Who's Kinsey? You remember Kinsey. She was that hacker that Matt Miller hated. Isn't she crazy? You know, she really grows on you.
Так, куда нам? Эти демоны, блядь. А, блядь, и гранаты все те же остались. Ёбаный свет. Здесь стрелять, блядь, можно? Я что-то, блядь, уже заебался. О! Ну ты заебись.
Really didn't have a chance.
Да, конечно, снайпер из меня хуёвый. Ну. Ты нахуй. Ты типа страж какой-то, блядь. Хуй поймешь. Тоби пизда. Вот так вот он упал нахуй. Продолжаем. Бля, слышь, бабу, вы, блядь, и без меня здесь справляетесь. Неплохо, блядь.
Hi. Let's get you two back to Dane.
Hooray!
After being reunited in hell, Kiki and Viola wasted no time in doing what they do best: facilitate the running of businesses. However, the De Winter sisters' success did not sit well with other would-be power players in hell. The sisters' operations all came under attack at once, forcing them on the run. Soon, the twins found themselves on the receiving end of an offer they couldn't refuse. After all, it was better to own 1/5 of something than to be dead.
You helped us, now let us help you. Here's a little something made popular by another group of sisters, the Gorgons.
Какой-то силой. Заряд. Телекинез, наверное. Сейчас посмотрим.
All right, Dane's letting us use his Ultor training room to test out your stone blast power. So go ahead and blast these demons to turn them to stone. After they're petrified, you can use your pistol to shatter them.
Это как замораживает. Камень превращает.
Nice! Stone blast is especially useful on flying demons like this one.
Давай. Сейчас сам разобьется.
All right, now let's see you drop a few more.
Просто несколько раз. Ты сука. Все.
A blast will also take down the shield of a Dark Insider, leaving it vulnerable to gunfire. Take this Dark Insider. I think you've got the gist of it. All right, let's go.
Ну все, давай, блядь. Заебал уже нахуй. Так, ну, походу, всеми способностями мы владеем. Так, ну давайте верность пройдем. Дэну. Посмотрим, что там дальше будет.
The Forge is prime real estate in hell. This smoggy shithole is located over the richest mineral veins in the afterlife. You want to hurt hell's infrastructure? Here's where you do it. Satan could have avoided all of this if he just listened.
Так, Дальше что у нас? Ух ты, ёк. Да, у него дохуя миссий-то, блядь. Ну, благо есть крылья.
My lawyer, Legal Lee, figured out a way to get some gold-level clients a fast track out of hell. The more abuse you put these guys through, the more years we can shave off. Lee suggested running clients through the designated intersections to boost their punishment. Oh, and dive in front of those vehicles on fire for bonus points. I mean, let's face it, the more they hurt, the sooner we can get these
то есть мне надо падать под машину, чтобы меня сбивали.
While his wife Laura was admitted into heaven, the Heavenly Father was less forgiving of poor Tobias, whose shirtless antics as a crazed drug dealer firmly earned him a place inside the Great Inferno. However, ever the optimist, Tobias tried to look on the bright side of being transformed into a husk. After all, while the removal of his signature dreadlocks was a disappointment, he was finally free from having to wear pants ever again. But while Perpetual Commando appealed to Tobias, he still yearned for Laura and her delightful snickerdoodles. Touched by his story and terrified by his demeanor, Legal Lee worked with renewed purpose to unite the two lovers.
Как на дорогу будете, ебаный свет. Сейчас в лаву упадем нахуй. Бам. О. Бам. И что это такое сейчас было? Бам-бам-бам-бам. Чё хоть одна машинка едет? О, надо войти во вкус. О. Пиздец, мы за один, блядь, раз сделали просто уже, блядь, на серебро. О. Как вам такой поворот? Ребят, мы так по всему городу можем летать. Все. Особо не напрягался. Сейчас упадет. Да.
Enough's enough, cat.
Что у нас там такое бегает? Кто это такой?
The saints can't help you here.
Forgot about you?
Я ж так и не понял, кто это. Так, карта.
Yeah!
То есть мы сейчас полетаем.
All right, buddy, let's take this opportunity to stretch those wings. I've set up a rudimentary flight path through the city. All you need to do is hit the checkpoints in the order they appear. Now, because I'm a swell guy, I put some orbs out there to help you. The white ones will recharge your wings. The green ones will give you more stamina. Let's go.
Так, наша основная задача и то собрать просто. И то. Бля, хотя бы на бронзу пройти. Что-то летать не особо получается.
God, this feels good.
Как-то так. Как-то дальше. Ух ты, ребят. Очень жестко здесь.
Gotta pick it up.
То есть вот такой. Ебать, они наконец-то сделали то, что, блядь, можно бежать нахуй по крышам, бля, вообще заебись, не по крышам, по стенам. Ну, охуй. Бля. Обидно.
Let's see what these things can do.
Неудача. Не постигла неудача. Ну, ребят, не все с первого раза получается. Так что будем пытаться.
Gotta pick it up.
Будем пытаться. Ой, кто-то вниз, блядь, летел. Да. Все гораздо намного проще было-то. Вот так, чирик. И идем вниз. Так, вот так вот.
God, this feels good. Yeah!
Вы, ребят, только серебро. Не получилось на золото. Даже не понимаю, на что эти деньги можем потратить, кроме как только на оружие и на боеприпасы. Или может что-нибудь прокачать можно. Так. Улучшение. А, вот тут тоже есть. Так, здоровье. Которое все пока заблокировано. Способности. Выносливость можно сейчас увеличить, она нам пригодится. И... Так, трудная слава. Не нужна, но... Огня. Больше нет оружия. Ну, ребята, это вообще мелочи пока что не нужны. Так, вознаграждение на блоке давайте поставим. И вот такую штуку. Обмен расплат на очки опыта. И в принципе... Вот здоровый магнит что можно качать. Так, что у нас еще открылось? Друг людей, ну, у меня уже нет денег таких, чтобы качать. Так, у нас что у нас по миссиям дальше? Так, припал. Да, дальше. Ну.
Yeah!
Чирик. Ой. Так, а что сейчас такое будет?
Okay, I have a thought on how we can
Интересное.
get the attention of Satan, and I really think you're gonna like this one. Blow the shit out of everything, and I mean everything! Demons, cards, fences are real popular. Just tear this place apart.
Так, ну что, ребят, будем разносить все подряд. Все, что есть, не есть. Давайте вот таких вот битарков сразу надо мочить, да. Столько жизни не дали, блядь. Ух ты, блядь. Такой, блядь, мощный приехал. Так, что-то никого здесь нету. Это даже обидно. То, что не машин. А вот солнце вот и лучше. Я, блядь. Так, серебро только. Я сейчас сам себя взорву, блядь. Так, ребят, мне срочно надо отхилиться. А, блядь, сразу не упадает аптечки-то, ёбаный свет. Я забыл, блядь. Я, блядь, и забыл, нахуй. Ну, вот с вас они точно попадают. Может, вон там, сука, летающая, где она, блядь? Вот мне мозги, блядь.
Winning isn't important.
Разломали на... Еще тварь, не понял, яся. Ну чё? Пройдено, ну, насколько пройдено-то? А золото? Не ожидал такого. Так, ну все, ребят, небольшой перерывчик, 5-минутный. Та-ра-та-там. Так, ребят, мы продолжаем. Вернулся небольшого перерывчика. Ребят, не забывайте оставлять комментарии под видео. Качество звука, качество видео, качество, как я снимаю. И подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. И мы продолжаем. И для тех, кто кушает и будет кушать, приятного аппетита.
I don't want to fight you, Johnny. Woo!
Alright, it's salvation time. Satan's using his magic to send souls skyward and downward into oblivion. That's where you come in. Catch the falling souls before they hit ground and use an arcane blast to free the souls rising upward. Of course, once you do that, you'll still have to catch them before they drift off to death.
Сейчас нам надо будет собирать все души, которые падают.
You'll get a bonus for every soul you can save before touching down. Now let's go save some clients.
Не дать ему упасть на землю.
I mean souls. Poor souls that need help.
Так, на золото 16 тысяч. Как-то собрать.
I need to destroy that shield to save him.
Так, задача предстоит нелегкая.
Let's see what these things can do.
I can't save him until I destroy that shield.
Need the rest of wings. Hope that guy gets a do-over. God, this feels good.
Так.
Damn it.
Так, ладно, пока мы оставшиеся спасем. Которые здесь есть. Падают.
Johnny Gap, Soul Saver. Thank you, lady.
Вот еще одна душа. Так, то есть за них мы получаем комбо. Большое. О, уже комбо 3.
Damn it. Gotta build up the combo. I gotta catch more souls before I touch down. Shit. I had a good thing going there. Say hi to the big guy for me.
Так, и что мы получили? Пройдено. Хотя бы серебро. Серебро у нас есть. Well. Сейчас посмотрим, идет ли трансляция. Трансляция идет. Так, а мы продолжаем записывать. Миссию мы выполнили.
God, this feels good.
You're nothing but a pawn, Gat. And today,
no one betrays the Saints.
Что у нас?
This is bad timing.
Так, где это находится? А, так, вот это главный. Бля.
You've just entered one of 4 soul extraction facilities. This is where souls enter hell to have their sins removed and then thrown to the streets to wander for eternity. Now make no mistake, this isn't Satan being magnanimous. Sins are the currency in hell. That means these places are the cornerstone of his income. There's 3 sections of the facility, and to fully take it over, you need to capture all 3. But be careful. Satan's goons are going to be looking to reclaim any section you're not guarding. We pull this off, you'll hurt Satan and Ultor makes money.
Захватить и защищать. Не терять над ними контроль. Так, сейчас мы возьмем какое-нибудь оружие. Сейчас все бабки, блядь, просто вливать на.
You think I'm scared of you?
Так, то сейчас у нас идет захват. Вот точка.
Have to gain control of all 3.
Так, точка 1 захвачена. Постараемся удержать ее. Где у нас следующая точка? Следующая точка у нас вон там. Так, еще одна точка у нас захвачена. Ну, мне кажется, пока первая. Здесь немного проще, потому что я проходил до эту игру. Там будет в дальнейшем посложнее. Вот, видите, они уже завоевывают. Нам надо успеть все 3 завоевать. Одновременно. Так, еще точно.
Never should have fucked with me.
Так, все, комбинат мы все прибрали к рукам.
What? Do you really think Satan could still be thinking about Jezebel's wedding after all the damage you've done? I'm telling you, the devil is about to react in a big way, and when he does, we need to be ready.
Не особо. Похуй, что он там думает. Какой-то свадьбе.
Satan didn't have much time to react to the war Gat was waging, because at home, Jezebel was waging a war of her own.
I don't love them!
You think I care?
If you started acting like a father, you would.
I'm looking after your best interest.
You don't care about my happiness! This is about you! If you just stop telling—
You will marry that saint, and I won't hear another word!
I won't do it!
You think because you're my daughter, you think that you're above it all. But schemes are currently in motion. Your choice, be a wife or be a thrall. They say the devil's in the details, and I have some more for you. Celestial light doesn't shine a ray here. Happy endings are through. You belong to me. will not save you. My hand will be cruel if you disobey. You belong to me.
Never. I'm sick of perdition, so tired of tradition, but now my time has come to go break away, to live for today, to stand out beneath the sun. I know there has to be some way for me to be free, just living a life that's far from the strife and torturous pain, someplace that's far from here and not awash with fear. Oh God, I can't wait to cast off this hate. I want to find love. There's a big wide world for me to explore, so many things that I don't know. Like, would I like ice cream? How do I feel about cats? And is Nightblade my new favorite show?
Blade, блядь.
But until that time, I'm stuck in this hell, a relentless tempest of rage, surrounded by guards, betrothed by my father, trapped inside this gilded cage.
It's not working, Kinsey.
You don't know that, Johnny.
Tearing this place apart, but Satan doesn't even seem to...
We didn't come this far to fail.
You think I'm giving up?
We have one less place to go.
What if it doesn't work?
The bus is counting on us.
You think I don't know? How do I burn down a city that's baptized in fire? How do I kill off an army that's dead? Time's slipping away now, and the best plan we've got is just put one inside Satan's head. If roles were reversed, God, I know they'd save me, but all my solutions involve murder sprees.
You have to stay the course and kill without remorse.
Yeah, that sounds fun, but what has that done? We're still where we stand.
The day isn't over yet. Our sun's not begun to set. No matter how small, the wings of a fly can create hurricanes. Johnny Gat. Hope. I feel hope for the first time I've ever in my life. Gat is the name that cuts through my father like a knife. The seed of rebellion, it grows like a weed, and someone so violent is just what I need. There's no turning back now, the die has been cast. This sinner has found her saint, I'll be free at last. The people, the music, it waits up above. I know I'll be happy when I find love. I know I'll be happy when I find love.
Вот такая у нас была музыкальная пауза, дорогие друзья.
Great work. Old Tor's moving into the territory you freed up, and we're already seeing a difference. I can't wait to see what happens when we own it all.
Так, давайте пройдем через Черную Бороду. Вернулся к Черной Бороде.
I don't know what it is, but overthrowing a government always makes me want to have some scotch. Looks like Satan's noticed that the current disruptions have been caused by everyone's favorite winged terrorist, and he's looking to do something about it. Display spire emplacements all around the city. Now, these things look like slimy tentacles, but make no mistake, they can shoot you out of the sky. The only way we can stop these things is to literally rip out their hearts. And by we, I mean you.
Стрелять, пока я буду лететь. Так что будем тихонечку зачищать их по мере возможности. Что они тоже все под защитой будут. Вот. Один здесь. Прямо рядом. Так что мы немного пошабим.
Anyone got a mop?
3 человека, не особо много. Блять, ребят, стреляю в голову, а ему похуй. Еще поддержка. Блять, уже 2 поддержки, нихуя себе. Так, надо быстрее расправиться с этим говном. Так, все. 4, 1 из 26 отключен. Так что мы идем дальше. Так, вот еще один шпиль. Стараемся по-быстрому расправиться. Мне кажется, не получится. Ну давай. Получилось.
Got a touchdown.
Тут, наверное, сейчас где-то еще один будет шпиль. Вроде как. Так, идем к черной бороде, в которой мы уже были.
The Barrens is the perfect staging grounds for all manner of operations against Satan. But first, we have to secure it.
Так, какой-то сейф здесь. Это за глифами.
Of course it's locked.
I got word from Blackbeard that every island has a treasure chest hidden on it. What's in the chest? I don't know. I'm not a fucking pirate. What I do know is that if you want to get that thing open, you have to find 3 corresponding glyphs. Look on the bright side. Nothing's trying to kill you.
This treasure better be worth it.
Так, один глиф есть. Второй. Вижу.
These things better not be a bitch to find.
Третий я не вижу.
Another clue. Got it.
Так, где у нас третий? А, глиф рядом написан. А, здесь показано. Ох ты, сука. А, вот он. Так что я такого не увидел.
And that's the last one. Time to open that chest. God, this feels good. This better be good.
Dumb to think it gets a pass. You come after me?
So long, Dex.
This
reminds me of that one time I killed a lot of people.
Набираем. Отсюда ее нахуй.
You didn't need this,
дальнейшем не мешало. И идем на полигон.
Gotta pick it up.
Так, здесь у нас что?
There's lots of ways to get Satan's attention, but we should never forget the classic. Rampant fucking murder. Pride is a sin the devil's army has in spades, so if you want to pick a fight, you can bet your ass they're coming in droves.
Так, теперь надо отбиться от волн. Так, надо для гранатомета патрон в следующий раз купить. Нужно вот от этих избавляться сразу, пока у них нет брони. То будет очень-очень затруднительно. Так, сразу. Да, будет сложноватенько их дупать.
Don't you guys take that hit? Yeah.
Снижаемся. Не успели мы немного. Ладно, сейчас. Собирать немножечко жизни.
You wanna play too? How many of these guys are...
Еще один. Да, сразу снимать. Вот, здесь нормально так стало. Еще разок ёбнем.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 17. The Battlefield. This graveyard is where dead of the previous war on heaven were buried. Here it is rumored that demons and angels alike haunt this place to this very day.
You can't challenge your masters. У меня будешь как щит. Так, задание мы выполнили. Собираем бабло. Так, и... летим дальше. Еще одно место с ракетой. Я вот это опасно. Брат. Тебе пизда. Так, постараемся убить ее побыстрее. У нас не отвлекало. Танк подъехал. Так, это что у нас там такое?
Alright, we found one of the marshalling grounds. Satan uses these things to arm and send off armies to crush his enemies. If you convert all the control stones, we should be able to use them to get around hell even faster. Predictably, there's a terrifying archdemon protecting the marshalling grounds, so it's gonna be a fight. Don't worry, though. Well, maybe you should worry. It's a scary fucking demon, but whatever. You'll figure it out.
То есть сейчас будет жарко. Так, сейчас, ребятушки, подождите.
Protecting the marshalling ground, so it's gonna be a fight. Don't worry.
Продолжить. Поиграем мы как средние новички. Так, ладно, продолжаем. Спускаться в этот ад.
Your suffering begins. Your blood.
Come on!
Yourself, mortal. Now, face Luvard.
Ну, пошли-ка вниз подеремся. Давай. Никайся, брат. Используем дробовичок. И...
Satan's gotta try harder than that.
Итак, ребят, всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте пальцы вверх. Всем удачи и всем пока. Увидимся в следующем стриме.